Welcome to Python programming. In this session, we will understand what is user inputs and how to convert input of one format to another format using what is called as typecasting. Myself, Raghuprasad Konandur, your instructor for this course. So, input is a built-in function used to receive the user input. Many a times when we are doing the programming, we don't want to hard code the values, we want to receive the user input. Like in C programming, you have printf and then scanf, and you have scanner in Java programming. Similarly, input is there in Python programming. You need not import any library. These are all part of the basics of Python libraries. By default, the data type of the user input is string. So whenever if we use like input, say for example, I want to ask the user to enter the name and I want to capture the name in a variable called as name. So then I can go about name input. Here I is the lowercase, enter your name, and whatever the value the user enters, it is stored in a variable called as name. And I want to print the name, then you can say your name is and then the variable name. It prints the name whatever user has entered. I want to check the data type of the name, and then you can say type name. By default, the name is of the type string. By default, it takes it as a string. Sometimes you want to convert one data type to another data type, which are a compatible data type. For example, I will be asking the user to enter the age, and whenever the user enters the age, I want to do some mathematics on age, then I have to convert it into a number, right? So then I can put int in front of the input. Then it is converted into age. But the user has to enter the number. Like for example, if the age is 25, he has to enter 25, now 25. TWNT5 because you cannot convert that into a number normally, right? So then if you want to check the data type of the age, it will print it as age. Similarly, you can convert into a float, right? You can convert into a float or into a string. So many formats you can convert which are corresponding or compatible data types. So let's head back to the programming and then we will see how to do this. So let me create a program. This is program number, already we have done 7. Now let me create a program 8. User input. Let me save it as file, save as user input dot python py, and let me maximize this. So same example we will do. Name is equal to input, enter your name, and then I want to say print your name is comma, and I want to check the data type. Print data type of name, comma, type of name. So let me run this. So enter your name. So I enter Raghu Prasad. And then it says your name is, you can see on the right hand side, your name is Raghu Prasad and the class is string. Now the type conversion or typecasting. So string to integer. Age is equal to int of input of enter your age, right? And then now by default, whatever the user enters, it's converted into int. And then I can say print your age is age. And also I can do some mathematics. I can say print your age to be age plus 1 during next birthday, right? So like this we can do, and also we can uh, do, I want to print the data type. So data type of age is type of age. So this is how we can do it. Let me run this program. Enter your age. Say, let me enter some age 45. Then, so it says your age is 45 and then your age to be 46 during the next birthday. So sometimes what happens, like when we are writing a program, we will be asking the user input. Based on that, we will decide something, right? So then we will be using this. Similarly, we can, we want to convert it to a float, then we can do this. So I can say purchase amount is equal to float of input of enter the amount purchase, or enter the purchase amount. Based on some conditions, suppose if purchase amount is above something, then we will say discount is so and so. If the purchase amount is say lesser than 10,000, print. So discount is say 5%, and then if purchase amount is greater than say 10,000, greater than 10,000, greater than, let us say it's 10%. Discount is 10%. Else, say discount is 15%. Okay, so here I may have to put the condition if it is greater than 10,000 and purchase amount is lesser than say 20,000. Okay, then otherwise it's 15,000. So more you purchase, then more discount you get. So this is how we can do. We have converted this into a float and then we are doing this. So let me run this program. So purchase amount, I say I got 5,000. Then it says discount is 5%, which is correct. And the purchase amount is say 15,000. So discount is 10. Okay. So in this way, we can use the input user inputs, which would be useful. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you are able to type along with me. So practicing programming is very important. Just watching video won't help you. Just you need to practice it. So see you with other interesting videos.